I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm getting tired of this. Big up everyone in the chat. We're here for another episode of Big Six Bants. Sorry guys, there hasn't been a call in yesterday. I was away in London for some acting stuff. And yeah, I wasn't available to stream. Otherwise, there would have been a call in yesterday. Obviously, on Tuesdays, that is the Liverpool call-in show. Um, Liverpool nil, Real Madrid 1. I don't think anyone is completely overwhelmed by this result. If I'm honest, no one's really shocked at the result. I just feel like we could have shown a lot more bite in the game. I'm just confused about how so many people aren't really willing to blame Jurgen Klopp at times. I just generally think that there's so much wrong with what's going on. It's the same problems. It's just so easy to play against Liverpool. I'm getting bored of it. It's so easy to just carve through our midfield. We went to the Bernabeu with James Milner and Fabinho as our pivot. It stinks. It just stinks. Honestly, it stinks. I don't even know, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is this? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore with these, man. Like, I don't know, man. Listen, it's a call-in show. And I just, you know what? I might just go straight in and get everyone's opinions on this thing, innit? Because I'm gonna be real, like, I've not really got too much to say in terms of certain man's performances, bro. I just don't get it. Like, I'm looking at Trent today. Awful performance from Trent today. Decision making terrible. Stunk out the gaff. Klopp taking off Nunes for Elliott. Bringing on Ox and Simicast for why? What's the point? What's the point? Bringing on Carvalho for 10 seconds. What's the point? I don't get it. This decision is just confusing me. And now I've got Chelsea fans in my mentions. Them man are like 10th. What are you lot doing in my mentions? Please leave me alone. Like, just because these men went through against Dortmund, you lot, I think you got a leg to stand on. Please leave me alone. I do not have the energy. I said, big up yourself, but it's just shameless. Your team is too shit, bro. Rich and shit. So please, technical issues. Get your ass here now. Don't try dry your tears. I'm eagerly waiting. Welcome to No More Champions League. Spurs have saved you a seat. Big up NS Sports TV as well. Big up KLFC in the house as well. Norbert out. Wow. It's D-Day today. Yeah, it's defo D-Day, man. Months, bro. Did we want to win that game or are we just coasting through the game? That's what I'm thinking, bro. Coasting through the game. It's just like, yeah, cool, whatever, innit? Like, we're coasting through and, man, it's like, man, them weren't even trying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Big up Dennis the Great. No, you man won fair and square, man. Just outclass. Sometimes you got to admit when the team's just better than you and there's just elite. And you man aren't even in form and you're able to little bro us. Toothless, bro. We're going to talk about Jota today because that guy done fuck all, bro. I don't know what the hell did he do today? Nothing today. Nothing today. Honestly. Ibu was awful. Yeah, Kanate awful for the goal. Jota, honestly, Jota, we need to talk about Jota, bro. It's a mad thing. 4-4-2 hype. Mad. Fabinho and Milner midfield at the Bernabeu. Yeah, season done. It's a mad thing, bro. It's a madness. I'm running out of things to talk about how bad. I'm running out of ways to cuss this midfield. I'm running out of ways to cuss Jurgen Klopp. It's mad. The link's in there. The link is pinned in the chat. If you don't want to join in it, like I'm not. This ain't even gonna be a long stream, bro. Because I'm. These lot have just pissed me off today. Like when you're just generally. I'm just generally pissed off. I'm generally pissed off with these man. Honestly, I don't really know much else to say. Listen, if you're new here, smash a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're 13 subscribers off of 3,600 subs. So please make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Obviously, we just started and there's already 30 people in the house. So again, sorry for the late start. There was a lot of technical issues. For some reason, my connection's been really weird lately. But I seem to have fixed it now to reset my router like 4 times. So yeah, man, it's I just don't really get it, to be honest. I just don't really get it. Monts, even if you don't make top four this season, it's a failure. Top four mentality is the mentality of Spurs fans, bro. What else is top four doing? What does top four even do for us? Maybe attract a few more players, but is that the problem? I don't blame the players. I blame Jurgen Klopp. Tactically, what is Liverpool's tactic? We go long. We just tell you kick it long. Nunes go chase it. Pass it to Salah. Hopefully he beats 5 men on the dribble. Give it to Gakpo. Hopefully maybe he'll beat someone on the half turn. Gakpo again. He has 10 good minutes, and then for every 10 good minutes you get out of Gakpo, you get another 30 minutes of nothingness. You just don't see him. He just disappears for the game. I don't get it. Milner, you're going to get a solid 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10 sometimes. You'll get a solid 6 out of 10. But it's not good enough to go to the Bernabeu. Ops came on and it's better than a lot of man. But we don't see him start right centre mid. It just doesn't happen. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired and I can't. Like, oh my God. I'm not even shocked at the result, but we just look like we look like a team who was 3-0 up. We looked like the team who was 3-0 up today. That's how we was playing. Coasting through a game. Like we knew we'd lost. Like there was no chance to win. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. Like, no, the way some of these players played, again, like what Drifty said, big up Drifty on Copper. She was saying like, yo, like some of the players just donate their wages to the people that actually traveled to watch that shit. To watch that fucking shit, man. Like, this is Liverpool's biggest ever aggregate defeat. It's a joke. If FSG and Klopp remain this summer, will anything change next year? Probably not. Probably not. It might even get worse. I'm telling you, the only thing that keeps me Klopp in is emotional attachment. It is an emotional attachment. I promise. It is nothing else. It's nothing else. I'm looking at the poll now. 30% think it's FSG, 55% think it's Klopp, and 30% are blaming the players. People know Klopp is majority to blame this season for his shit tactics and his shit substitutions. And it's just, I don't know. I'm running out of stuff. Let's start with the defense. Let's start with Trent. I'm going to bring in Chelsea, Dan. Let's bring in the Chelsea fan. Yo, what are you telling me, bro?
Camera's not working, bro, man. Big up to you anyway, Monts, man. You can't blame Klopp, man. You can't blame Klopp.
I think you have
it's
to,
FSG
bro. Like,
for you guys, man. It's FSG for you guys.
But FSG aren't the ones putting on the ankle tape with the tattoos.
Right,
and
you haven't bought a team since the summer. Right, Klopp wanted players in. You end up buying Gakpo. But you're just not good enough to beat Real Madrid. Honest to truth, every single time you play Real Madrid, yeah, you just can't. You can't seem to slap it. You were 2-0 up at Liverpool. You got James Milner is out of retirement. His legs are gone. You got Princess Fagel, Van Dijk, Disney.
Chelsea, Dan, let me interrupt you quickly, bro. They had a 38-year-old and a 35-year-old in their midfield in Kroos and Modric.
Well, what do you expect? You got world-class talents at Real Madrid, yeah, right? Who knows how to play? That fits the junior, man. It's incredible. My choice, you need to have a whole new process at your club, yeah. You can't blame Klopp for this situation at your club, man.
I think we can. Again, remember FSG. Well, as I say, you're a Chelsea fan, so I'm not sure if you know this. FSG gave Liverpool the money to spend, and Klopp decided to opt out of buying a midfielder. He took a risk and he didn't buy a midfielder. He realized he was wrong. And in that moment, he admitted it in the press conference, and we went and got a midfielder last minute, which was Artur. He's played a combined whopping 30 minutes this whole season for Liverpool. He played more in the under-23s than he has in the first team. And then when we had an opportunity to go buy more midfielders or maybe cover for a defender because of the injuries we had, we went and got another attacker.
Yeah, I could say to you, my geezer, yeah. You can't.
Klopp is to blame for that, because at least if you have a midfield, you're a Chelsea fan, you know that midfield is the foundation. That's the foundation. You don't have a midfield, you don't have protection for your defense, you don't have creativity for your attack.
But you've had injuries and all, my boy.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Well,
just
you don't forget Konate's just come back from injury. To be fair, I'm a Chelsea fan and I can't stand Liverpool. Yeah, and Liverpool. Like, I always think where Liverpool get better wherever we go. But I'm sticking up for you, Geezy. Yeah, right. It's not it's not an excuse for your for Jordan Klopp. Yeah, but the thing is, if you ain't got the mentality at your club who's been injured, you've had Van Dijk has been poor this season, right? You've got Alexander-Trent who can't defend. Right, you need another right back to replace Alexander-Trent. You got Andrew Robertson. He looks like he's out of his depth because he's come back from injury. You got Fabinho. It just don't look like he's the player what he used to be in the last 2 seasons. Thiago Silva, who you bought Bayern Munich, he looks like he's an injury prone now.
He's always been injury prone. He's always been like that.
Nunes has been out of his depth this summer, but he needs to be in a role. This is his first season, man. You have to give him his doubt for his first season, yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is his first season, okay. And when he needs ballers around him, like you say, your players need midfielders, yeah. You do need midfielders, right? But if you're not going to get FSG's not willing to pay for the money what Klopp wants. It's up to Klopp, yeah, and FSG to say, I need these players. And if FSG don't get you the players, you're not going to get nowhere. Yes, you've beaten every team who's been a dead side this season. Yeah, you beat Newcastle. You went in and slapped Man United 7-0. Okay, right? That game was poor for United. But also, you lost to Bournemouth. And then Real Madrid has been an equal team for you for so many years. They know how to outstand it. And with my situation with Mohamed Salah, you paid a lot of money out for him, and he's not at his best this summer. Yeah. The penalty what he missed against Bournemouth, I would have dropped him off that game. I would have dropped him. If I was Klopp, I would have dropped him out of that game.
100%. No, 100% agree. He did not, like, there was no reason for him to be playing the whole 90 minutes in that game. But then again, the week before that against Man United, he was the best right winger to grace the Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you see how fickle everything is? How fragile the fan base is, and how things are just it's just everything is changing every week by week. 1 minute you're the best, the next week you're the worst. It's just reactionary central. That's just what it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
We've had the same problem at Chelsea Football Club, right? But I back my players. Right? I back my players all day long, right? We need like the Rubis Loftus cheek out of our club. We want him gone, right? We want CH gone. We want Pulisic gone. Especially Potter. We want him gone, right? But fair dues, Potter's got us into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and I could thinking that our players have got Champions League experience to win the Champions League, and I think we've got a good record against Real Madrid. But Antonio Rudiger today, he was like, the way he played for Real Madrid, it looked like he was playing for Chelsea. Just the way he made Liverpool, like the things he'd done. He should have got booking, but the referee never booked him. I watched the game. I watched the game, yeah. But there was no fighting spirit. There was no spirit in your team. There's no structure to your team. There's no style play. The players look like they didn't want to fight. Gakpo, needs more experience. I don't think Gakpo is a world-class player for you guys, and he's out of the position. He's better on the wing. Then you've got Nunes on the wing. Then you've got Gakpo as a striker. How does that make sense? You meant to have Gakpo on the wing and Nunes as a striker. But if players are being poor, you can't adapt to them to play as their best. And it's not your players. You need a lot of players gone in the summer. But are you willing to have FSG not to do that for you? I don't think it's Klopp's fault, mate. I can't say it's Klopp's fault.
This season, I'm sorry, there's just been too many games where Klopp has bought off Nunes and bought on someone like Harvey Elliott. That's going to change the game. I just don't understand. I think if we break down the defensive structure and the midfield and the tactics of making Mo Salah more of a creator than an actual finisher, it's criminal, bro. It is criminal. It's criminal. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to say anymore with some of these performances. Yeah, of course, we have a break now, and then we go over to City. We go to City at the Etihad for a 12:30 kickoff, which we haven't won the 12:30 kickoff since the start of the season, by the way. So good luck. Good luck winning that game. I'm just lost for words on what more I need to say, because I feel like I'm a broken tape in some of the shit I be saying about this club and the way that's being run at the moment. It's like we don't know what to prioritize. We don't know how to prioritize. Tactically, we're all over the place. There's no mentality. They call us the mentality monsters. We're not mentality monsters no more. Mentality midgets, whatever you want to call us. There's no fight there. Anytime we concede a goal, we fold. We fold, bro. We Origami FC, we just fold. Today, as I said, we looked at the team who was 3-0 up. Man were coasting, losing the ball. The amount of giveaways, the amount of turnovers today, it was disgusting. The amount of times we kicked the ball long just to kick and hope. We made Nacho and Carvajal look like prime Dani Alves and prime fucking Marcelo. That's how we made them look today. It's crazy. We made Militao look like he was prime Cannavaro. It's mad. Cecil from AFTV balling out against us again. It's mad, and I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of Klopp. I'm sick of a lot of these players. I'll be honest. It's past me blaming the players, because
I've told my guys, yeah. I did my show last night, right? And I said to one of the guys who's a Tottenham fan, right? As a manager, as you as Klopp, if you was meant to play Real Madrid, now as you as a manager of Klopp, what would, for the end of the season, what would be your, because you've had injuries, okay, and you've been struggling with injuries. You've had Matip out, you've had the Canaries just coming back, right? You've got Alexander-Trent, right? As you as a manager, say you as the manager, you as Klopp, okay?
Yep.
You're Liverpool's manager. Your first 11, right? What formation would you stick with? Because I see Klopp's changed a couple of formations about in a couple of games, right? What would be your best full 11 as a manager?
I'd stick to the 4-4-2. I think the false nine, unless you have the players and you have the midfield to run the false nine the way Klopp wants to play false nine, it's not going to work, and we just get exposed. Especially if your players in your midfield, if the legs are gone, if there's no legs in that midfield, that false nine will get exposed, and that's what's been happening to us quite a lot. We went, I don't know if you might remember this, we went 4-4-2 starting from just before the Arsenal game. And we gave Arsenal a very good game. We went on to beat Southampton. We went on to beat West Ham. Darwin Núñez was finding his form. Salah was up top with Darwin Núñez, with Firmino in the cam, kind of thing, as like a midfielder. He was kind of doing a bit of both. And that's when it was working. And then we broke up for the World Cup. And then we came back after the World Cup and went back to the false nine. We stopped the 4-4-2. We did try and play a bit of a 4-4-2 today, but Jota stunk like shit today. So obviously, that's the end of that. But I think we should probably stick to the 4-4-2. We had a lot of good joy in the Champions League and the group stages using the 4-4-2. And I think that's what we should have stuck with. I think it was suiting Núñez's play. And I generally think it worked. Now, I'm looking at the false nine and I think, well, if Bajcetic and Thiago are fit, maybe you can run the false nine. Maybe. But until we have a DM who's mobile again, I'm sorry, but Fabinho has lost his legs. So it's always going to look disjointed in the midfield. It's always going to look easy to get past us in transition. Always. So, yeah, man, it's not great. It's not great. And
so, what players would you want out, Mon? What players would you want out? And Fabinho, who would you bring in?
Fabinho can cut. Get me Amrabat or Declan Rice. Fabinho can cut. His time's done. Joe Gomez can never put on a Liverpool shirt again, in my opinion, if he wants to keep defending that. Joe Gomez, for me, it's a sad story because I think I put my neck out on the line for years for this guy, even when he was injured. I said, when he's back, you're gonna see the real Joe Gomez. Boy, was I wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong as a fan, in it. Like, just because I do content, just because I have a fan base, it don't mean that what I say is biblical. Like, I make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Joe Gomez clearly is not at the level that he should be. He's had his injuries, he's had a lot of injuries, had a rough time, and he just hasn't come back the same player. And it's a shame because he's only 25. It is a sad story, but he needs to move on, in my opinion. Henderson's time is done. Milner's time is done. Naby's time is done. And I would have kept Firmino maybe for one more year. But yeah, Firmino's the fact that he's going, sad, but obviously maybe is the right time as well. I was kind of on the fence whether Firmino stays or goes. I wasn't too bothered, but I do have a bias towards Firmino, so that bias probably would have had me leaning towards him wanting to stay. So it's those are the players I probably would have won out. As I said, I'd love to get Jude Bellingham, love to get Declan Rice. I wouldn't even mind the Mason Mount. Just get me legs in the midfield. I don't care. Just get me legs at this moment in time. Obviously, a lot of people have a certain opinion towards like a Mason Mount. I wouldn't go as far as say Mason Mount's a proper baller, but he has got ability, and I just think it's easy to knock a kid when he's down. He had a brilliant season last year. And of course, he did have deficiencies in his game, but he put up some good GA. He came up in some good moments. He had the moment in the Champions League. So you can tell he does have the talent there. I think it's just the coaching and what you want to get from him. Like if you play him too far forward, you will get those insufficiencies. But if you play him more
Mason Mount, people have a criticism with Mason Mount, right? He's got better stats than Joe Felix, and I put it up on my thing. I'm not a Mason Mount fan, right? But I support him. He's my player. He's a Chelsea player. He's a Coburn boy. Okay? He's done a lot for us, yeah. He's the guy who won us like the European Cup, right? The Champions League, the Super Club, right? Club World Cup, right? And he owns Barnaboo, right? And this guy the team's been poor because we've had Potter in our system, right?
Yeah.
And we've always knew Thomas Tuchel with his formation, right? Where he plays the 4-3, right? 3, and you have Mason Mount playing as the number 10 behind and put the players in, right?
Yeah.
With us, yeah, with our system, yeah, we've got problems with Potter. I want Potter out, but if he was the Champions League, he's done a Di Matteo, right? He's done a Di Matteo that season. That's it. We want him out. But with Jordan Klopp, I'm thinking if I was Liverpool as a Klopp, right? I was talking about it on my show yesterday, right? Why don't he try the 3 at the back?
This is what we thought. You might have said that.
Yeah. If you listen me up, right? If you listen me up, Mount, right, once, yeah. You've got Van Dijk playing the middle. Then you have Konate, okay. Then you also, right, have the Matip or the Gomez in that front 3 with Alisson, okay. Alexander-Trent likes to push up forwards. He ain't a good defender, right? But people say he ain't a defender. He's meant to be a midfielder. But if he used to play midfield, he couldn't defend in England. He tried it at England, right? He weren't good at midfield. That's why I put him as a right back. If you put Trent as a right wing back, he could be like a Reece James, where he could push up attacking because he's got a mobility to be good at attacking. Then you have Andrew Robertson on the other side, okay? Then you have your Fabinho and your Thiago in the middle, okay? And why don't he have like the Nunes, the Gakpo, and Mohamed Salah in the full 3 forwards? That might be good for your system for a Liverpool attack, like for your thing, because also your DMs, yeah, because you got DMs, yeah, in that mid. Right, you've got your Fabinho and you've got your Henderson and you've got your
guys, but their legs have gone though, bro. Unfortunately, like because of the style we play and it's difficult, their legs have gone, and it's what more can you really do? The legs are gone and it's being exposed.
Yeah, but they can stay back. They can stay back and be between the 3 centre backs, and also Alexander-Trent his legs not good, and so is Andrew Robertson, and they could push back. But I've noticed I see your thing, Mohamed Salah seems to come back defending now. But before he used to attack with Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
But you're missing your Lucas Diaz, yeah, right? When he comes back, he's going to be incredible for you, yeah. Okay, but you
don't know. This injury was quite bad. The knee injury he got was really bad. But we have to see if he comes back the same player.
But that's what I mean. Since we've told Potter to play three at the back, yeah, our system started to work. We beat Dortmund with it, we beat Leicester, and we beat Leeds with it, right? Well, us guys have been poor this season, okay? Well, we have been poor, yeah. But we brought in players now. It seems to work as a system and looking like real quality team. Chelsea are like back into their best. Havertz is back to their best. Oh, Mason Mount, right? He's one of our quality players for Chelsea, and I don't like agendas merchants, yeah, because all players are they're allowed to be poor. You got to understand, us Chelsea, your Liverpool, and Man City have played more games than any Premier League last summer. Okay, I'm not. I haven't came on here to ban on you to winch your club. I'll come here to talk football with you because I've subscribed to you because like the Chelsea OG and who I'm good mates with and Dills and everyone, and all them lot have told me go and Tony Claude TV. They've told me to come subscribe to you, and I've subscribed to you, and I've always wanted to speak to you, and I've had my chance to come on and speak to you and talk about football, realistic football, okay? But I just don't think Klopp is the manager is to blame for your club, okay? I think it's FSG. I'm talking facts here. FSG needs to smarten and actually put the money towards Klopp and Klopp needs to tell the FSG to say, listen, this is who we need to get rid of, and this is the team I want to build around. Because honestly, I don't think he's been backed. He's been backed, okay? And you've had the same team irrelevant for the most couple of years now, right? Since you've won the Premier League, the Champions League. You've had the same team. Apart from you got rid of Sadio Mane and you invested that money from Nunes, then you bought yourself the likes of Diaz. You got the money of Diaz from Sadio Mane. But you've had, and then you bought in Thiago. That's it. But you haven't.
No, we've bought one midfielder in 4 years, but obviously, the majority of the blame falls on FSG, 100%. But this season's blame for me falls on Jurgen Klopp because he had the opportunity to buy midfield and he opted for an attacker. Do you know what I'm saying? And for that, I can't forgive that. I can't. That is unforgivable. When you look at how fragile midfield was, these are the same man that outplayed Real Madrid in the final. Real Madrid were reduced to their 1 or 2 shots on target for the whole final. Outplayed them in the final. Should have won that game. This season, completely different. Played us out the park. Bopped us off. They Lil Bro'd us. Well, Real Madrid's bitches once again. But this time...
My guy Johnny's in the backstage, man. My guy Johnny Mills is on backstage, by the way. Oh, is that Noah? Noah? But trust me, yeah. This is what we try. Yeah. Because me and my guy Johnny Mills, we put out good content. Yeah. We like people's got to know about Mason. Yeah. Right. It's one of our class top players, and that's why we don't stand our players. Mason Mount, right? If he's backing our team, he'll fight. And when people say about Chelsea, yeah, about we're winning because of Mason Mount. No, it's not because we're winning because of Mason Mount. Because Mason Mount won't get played by Potter, and because our top bowler is a yes man. Okay, that's why the situation on this goes. Yeah, but yeah, big up Dills. Yeah, my boy, right? And I talk fact. I'm talking facts here, Geezy. Yeah, I don't slate players, and I don't rifle teams. Your team needs an improvement like the Money Mace, the Kai Havertz, right? In your club, okay? You need players who could adapt your team very well in the midfield. 4 years ain't good enough to have a midfield in your team, right?
Yeah, because players aren't robots.
Hendo is terrible. It's terrible now. His leg's gone. The Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's gone. Right?
Yeah,
your Van Dijk, yeah. Since his injury, he hasn't been the same. Okay. But if you need that Kanete and that Van Dijk to work in a team, and if you haven't got that midfield, that's when that team, Van Dijk and Konate, won't be at their best. You know what I'm saying, Monts?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So you need a balanced team where you could think, because you get battered by Real Madrid every single time, and that you need the team that has got a good midfield in your balance, like the Mason, the Havertz, or the Enzo Fernandez, right? Or the Kovacic, the Kante, like N'Golo Kante, yeah, who we've missed for yonks at Chelsea Football Club, right? He hasn't played for the whole season, right? You need a talent like that. Like Thiago is from Bayern Munich. Don't get me wrong, he's an incredible player, but he's had the injuries.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's no good for. But you've had injuries like us, yeah. So, but you need your team to balance, and you need Klopp to say to the FSG, "Get me the players what I want to toughen my squad depth." Your squad depth is out of line.
It is, but it is what it is, man. By the way, sorry, bro. Big up yourself, Chelsea. And I do have to move on, obviously, to the other viewers because I've gone over the list.
Man.
But I appreciate you for jumping on, and I do appreciate your insight. Obviously, I'm glad that you was here to talk football, and I obviously want to get you. I'll definitely get you back on for the next few calling shows. You know, hopefully you got the notifications on and just jump in.
Just add me on Insta, Geezer, yeah. MCRA said 3RD, yeah. And my channel's Chelsea Dan, mate. Just come and subscribe.
Get my stuff off Chelsea OG. He'll
get off Chelsea OG. Chelsea OG, he'll say, yeah, Chelsea Dan's my guy. See, I'm one of his guys. And I'm Johnny Minerals, guys, and all. Big up Johnny Minerals is in here. But yeah, big up to you, pal. But anyway, man, I thought I'd come on. I don't come on to banter you, Geezer, yeah. But I have to laugh.
Right, man.
Everywhere you go, you got battered in it.
No way, man. Listen, we lost today, innit? I hold my corn today. I'll hold my banter today. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself,
I'm not banning you. I know how you feel, man. I know you're depressed and that. And
yeah,
feels bad.
It's 1-0 at the Bernabeu. If you look at it out of isolation, it's not humiliating to lose 1-0 at the Bernabeu, but it's more the two performances over the two legs that is more needs to be spoken about. But big up yourself though, and I'll see you soon.
Big up to you, man. Peace out, my guy. Have a good week, yeah, Geezer.
You too, brother. Take care.
G. Bye.
Sleeping Dragon, let me get you in, brother. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? It's not.
Can you hear me, Mods? Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you, brother. I can hear you.
I've got a cold, man. I've got a cold. I'm all right though. Yourself, brother? What you saying, brother?
I am not good, man. I'll be honest. That game was just boring. At one point, it was just like, what are we even doing? What are we doing here?
I'll be honest with you, mate. Go on.
No, you go, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch the game. Honestly, I didn't watch the game, mate. I didn't watch the game. So go on. I'll listen to you, mate. You're lead, brother. Go on. Talk to me. Go on.
Bro, as I said, I just kind of wanted to lead from the defense. I'm looking at Trent's performance for that game, and it's like, it's honestly, he was just getting done over and over again, forcing long balls. It wasn't calculated. It wasn't pinpoint. It just wasn't good enough. Konate always off balance. Van Dijk always complaining to the linesman as to why he hasn't put his flag up rather than actually just running back and doing your job. You know, Robertson, okay, but the end product, again, not good enough. Not good enough going forward. Robertson's always sound going back towards the goal, but going forward, it's just not really been good enough. I'm just tired of not knowing what Liverpool's going to turn up. We played like we were 3-0, not 3-0 down. We didn't even go down.
Go on, Bods. Go on, mate. Go on.
At least in the first leg, they gave us 20 minutes to dream. 20 minutes. But in the second leg, I watched 90 minutes of coasting and dog shit. That was dog shit.
The thing is, with it, I'll try and be honest with you, mate. I'll try and be honest with you. I'll try and be honest with you. There's always more to talk about when Liverpool are fucking playing shite. Always. There's nothing to talk about when we're fucking knocking people over like Skittles, is there? I'm not really one, I'll be honest with you, Mons, I'm not really one to start tearing players apart after the fact. Because after watching Liverpool for so long, watching any football after so long, you get to the point where it just goes round and round and round and round in circles. You know what I mean, Mons? You with me on that? Go on.
I know what you're saying.
But go on. On Trent. I mean, what's the answer with him? What do you do with him when the boy's young? The boy's young. He's gifted. He is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Go on.
But there's games like today where you probably go, oh, if Joe Gomez was more as a right back, because for me, Joe Gomez can never play centre back for Liverpool again.
Okay, go on.
But like,
on what basis? Just he's not up to the job. Full stop. After that injury, or was he up to it before the injury? What are you saying?
And as I said, it's such a sad story of Gomez because I've always stuck my neck out on the line for him. I said, I've always stuck my neck out on the line for Gomez. Even when he was injured, I've always just say, listen, yeah, things could be bad right now, but when Joe Gomez comes back, you even see a better Van Dijk when Joe Gomez comes back. That
hasn't fucking happened, has it? Excuse my French. Exactly.
I've never been so wrong. I've never.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you're right, brother. Unfortunately, you're right.
Yeah.
It's go on.
By the way, guys, smash the like button. By the way, still 40 people in the house, only 29 likes. Make sure we smash the like button, please, guys. Make sure we subscribing if you're new to the channel and all that good stuff. It's just not good enough. Says James Milner, Alisson, Gakpo were the only three that had a good performance that game. Bajcetic, Thiago were injured and Hendo was sick. What 11 should there have been? I'll probably get over to the what preferred 11 in a minute. But I just feel like
that's a massive question. That is, what should the 11 have been? I mean, Christ Almighty. Good luck with that one if you want to try and answer that one, Mons. Fucking hell, excuse me.
Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy that I just think tactically, I'm looking at Klopp.
Tactics. Go on.
It's just disappointing with Jurgen Klopp at the moment. I think when we get the ball, for the long ball. We're just opting for the long ball. Nunez, go chase it. See what you can do with that. You know, give the ball to Salah. Like, our wingers receive the ball with their back to goal. We don't have a play style that allows our wingers anymore. Obviously, our play style was renowned for our wingers being direct, our wingers being goal scoring, getting the ball face up, running at their defenders, overlaps, all of that stuff. Now, when our wingers Salah controls the ball, passes backwards or passes sideways because we're allowing our wingers to get the ball when there's no.
There's frustration all over the field from a fan's point of view, sitting in a seat watching watching it on the box, watching it on your phone, whatever device, or in the stadium. I'm sure even worse in the stadium. There's frustration across the board. If you ask me, Mons, watching that team right now, and what's more frustrating for me? Just watching it as a fan, just watching it on. Not at the match. I'm not going to the match at the moment, but I know mates who have got season tickets and I'm in touch with all that crap. But anyway, what's the frustrating thing is, where are we looking for answers for this? Well, I mean, who is responsible for this? It's across the board, obviously, right? I'm talking about management. I'm talking about players here now. I'm talking about coaching staff. I'm talking about directors. It's everyone's got a finger in this, right? Of course, responsibility, but it's about percentage-wise as regards where you actually lay that blame, isn't it? I mean, and as a fan, as a simple fan, as an average man, your common working man in the street, which is what I am, right? Yeah, is where do I start looking to actually affect change at my football club as a fan, Mons? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%.
So what are you saying on that question? I mean, whose head do we want on the block for this one? Or heads? Should I say heads? That'd be more accurate, wouldn't it? That'd be more true.
Just before I answer your question, bro.
Go on, mate.
And it says, who does the majority of the blame fall upon? The players, FSG, or Jurgen Klopp? And there's been, by the way, hold on, guys. There's been 91 votes and there's only 38 likes. So I need you guys.
I'd like to go on.
Come on, guys. For a second, guys, chat. You guys, I know you guys are always loyal to me. You're always loyal to Big Six fans. Make sure you get that like count up, guys. Make sure you smash the like button. If you are going to vote on the poll, please make sure you smash the like button at the same time. It does help the channel. It helps us grow. We are so close to 3,600 subs. We're literally like, we are literally like 12 subs away. So again, please guys, make sure you are smashing that like button. Let's get a like goal today of at least, let's try and go for 100 likes today. We're on 44, so we're 56 likes away, and there's 174 people in there. So make sure and big up the Coppish community as well, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Big up Sleeping Dragon as well, and big up Nippon in the house as well. But listen, in my opinion, if we're talking, if we're gonna isolate this season, just in isolation, I'll be honest,
Go ahead.
For me, 75% falls on Jurgen Klopp.
What was the percentage you broke up for me? Go on, say that again, Monty. What was the percentage number you gave then?
So it's for me, in isolation of this.
For you this season. Go on.
Is on Jurgen.
Okay.
And the rest of it is on the players and FSG. Whether you guys can decipher like whether in that 25% which, that's fine. I'm not really bothered. I think the rest of that.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Mons?
Yeah, of course, bro.
So ordinarily, just forget about this season, forget about any season, forget about Liverpool, any team I'm talking here, manager-wise. What percentage do you lay blame for a team's performance at the manager's door?
I'd always say usually it's probably around 50%. I think obviously the manager can't exactly put a pair of shin pads on and go back.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always acknowledged that. But at the end of the day, there's still tactics, and tactics allow certain players to flourish. Trent has weaknesses. Everyone knows Trent has certain weaknesses.
Go on.
And it's up to the management tactically to hide his weaknesses and to enhance his strengths, because his strengths are better than anyone else in his position. If you can enhance and focus on Trent Alexander-Arnold's strengths going forward, we've seen us win everything in football. That's what we've seen.
Yeah. But what he needs is what he 100% needs, that man in that position that he's currently playing for under this manager with these players, is a second man with him, a solid second man with him, because his role going forward is so protracted and so relied upon because of his skills going forward. He 100% needs that second man with him, and that second man has to be fucking Mustard Monster, in my opinion.
Jordan Henderson, when he had the legs, Henderson was doing it brilliantly when he had the legs.
Agreed.
Brilliant. He was brilliant. But now that Henderson sort of
Henderson's legs have gone.
Yeah. Yes, literally, his legs have gone, and this is why
there used to be a time where you guys did not lose a single game when he was playing.
Yeah, because he done the ugly work. That's why a lot of people used to hate on Henderson, but I said he was doing.
It's not fucking good now, Nippon, is it?
He's one of those players you would love on your team, but you would absolutely hate playing against.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think still, even technically, he was a little bit underrated for his passing range. I think back in 2021, his passing range was still like, I wouldn't say he's not exactly Pirlo or Toni Kroos, but he could pick out a pass. It was bread. His bread and butter passing was quite impressive.
Anyway, sorry, Mons, I interrupted you.
I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but
don't end it on, please.
I think Jordan Henderson would have had a little more respect if he was from a country like Italy or Brazil or Germany and all. You know what I'm trying to say?
Say that again.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. Go on.
I said if Jordan Henderson was from Sao Paulo and not Sunderland, he'd have more respect.
I'm not fucking interested. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not interested in what respect Henderson gets, to be honest with you. I know myself, just speaking selfishly here.
You know what I'm trying to say, though, right?
I get the point you're making. But it's immaterial to actually what's going to happen for Liverpool. What he's perceived as, either in Sao Paulo or in Kirby. Don't make two shits. Do you know what I mean, Nippon?
Of course. But
as long as you've got a canny manager in that position or whoever's picking that team, I can recognise that fact. That's all that is.
For me, football has always been a three-man midfield, one to do all the dirty work, like your Sergio Busquets, your Kantes, your Casemiros. One to do the passing, like your Modric's, Gerrards, and then one to do all the attacking, like your number 10s, like Lampard and all. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's always been a traditional midfield for me.
Fine.
I think, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is as well? I mean, a lot of and I know Nippon obviously being a Chelsea fan, a lot of Chelsea fans are saying, "Oh, Mason Mount isn't as bad."
Oh, fuck him as well. Sorry, that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, bro. Listen, I know Mason Mount splits opinions for days. Like he's of course. Him alone splits opinions. Yes. Like I think that
you can do a 3-hour stream on him alone right now.
I think the further you play Mason Mount forward, the more deficiencies you see. I think the more industrially you use him, he could
Go
be
on.
better industrially. So for
me, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, make him a runner. Fuck the 10. Fuck that. Putting him in the 10 and shit. You have to create in that. Fuck all of that.
I don't think he's skillful enough. I'm going with you on that one, Mons, 100%. I don't think he's skillful for anything else, mate.
Yeah.
He doesn't finish well. He doesn't finish well. He can't get past the man. There's all kinds of deficiencies in that boy's game. I don't care who you put it on the touchline in that box, screaming at him and telling him what to do. The boy's just not capable of certain things. I agree with you, Mons.
Yeah, but I think what you can get from him, because remember, like we said with Trent, it's about using players' strengths and using and
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with what you're about to say.
Yeah, then we don't see those deficiencies where sometimes he does fail to get his head up. You know what I'm saying? We don't need.
Yeah, I still wouldn't want him at my football club, Mons. The badge you're looking at there right now, instead of my face. I still wouldn't want him at that football club, mate.
Yeah, I personally would want, and I'm not saying it has to be Mason Mount. I want a centre mid who can do the Jordan Henderson role, because I think Liverpool, yes, are we missing Gini Wijnaldum? 100%. Are we missing Sadio Mane? 1,000,000%. But you know what we're missing? Jordan Henderson's legs the most, because Jordan Henderson overlapped Trent. He'd overlap Salah.
How are you going to replace seriously now?
If you want a Jordan
Henderson. Hold on.
Southampton.
Hold on a minute, mate. Just hold 1 second, Nippon. Just 1 second, mate. How are you going to replace? Who are you going to replace Jordan Henderson with? Moss.
I don't want it to be. I want Jude Bellingham, but I don't want Jude Bellingham to do the Jordan Henderson role. He's too talented.
Yes, exactly.
You know who can?
Hold on. Bollocks. Nippon. What are you going to say, Nippon? Go on.
James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, please, no. I don't know.
Fuck off. No. He can fuck off as well. Sorry.
I hear I understand the logic behind that, because James Ward-Prowse, again, he's a set piece specialist, yes, but he's like, you wouldn't say he excels in much else. He's not, he's like a 5 out of 10 everywhere else.
What about Marseille's Matteo Guendouzi?
I like Guendouzi, but his attitude's a bit mad for me.
Guendouzi's the young kid with the Frillier. Can't speak with this boy, can you? Guendouzi with the Frillier plays in Marseille. He used to play for Arsenal. Is that what he's on about, Moss?
Yeah, he's been really good since he's left Arsenal.
Yeah, he has. He's a good player.
I think.
I don't want him either.
Yeah. Let me just hit some of the comments, by the way. Yasmin.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Can the season just end, please? I'm fed up, frustrated, and depressed. Honestly, Yasmin, I feel your pain. It's mad. Big up Danny Kiriakou as well in the house as well. Hendo is not good. Klopp is just great. Yasmin says, I am near to Klopp out. I mean, this fan base is becoming more and more split. I don't think this is the game for people to be saying Klopp out, because losing 1-0 at the Bernabeu, if you look at it in isolation, losing 1-0 at the Bernabeu, it can happen to anyone. My issue is just the way we lost. It's the way we lost. We should have gone.
It's not.
I would rather have lost 7-2. I'd rather have lost 8-2 on aggregate, bro.
Are you serious, Mon?
For this game.
That's more humiliating than the result that just happened.
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'd rather have lost 3-0 fighting for it today than coasting through this game, wasting my time, wasting the time for the fans that traveled over there, wasted their time. It's shocking. It's disgusting. People were saying, Nunes was the best out of the attackers. They were all crap. They were not crap. None of the attackers were good. Nunes was really the best out of the attackers, but no one was good. The bars dropped. When we say good performance, we're talking the best out of a bad bunch. That's often the conversation with Liverpool going forward these days. Salah was the best out of a bad bunch today. Gakpo was the best out of a bad bunch today. Like, every player has their deficiency. Salah was doing things right until his final pass, not good enough. Nunes, not too bad. He tried, but I'm tired of complimenting players for trying. Liverpool are too good to compliment players because they tried. Jota today, oh my God. Diogo Jota today was a 1 out of 10. He done nothing today.
Mons, sorry to interrupt your rant, but I've got a dash.
You have to go?
When's the next call in? I'll come back then.
Friday. It's Friday and Tuesday. Liverpool call-ins today, obviously usually Liverpool call-ins are on Tuesday. but I wasn't here. I was in London, so that's why I've done it today. But usually it's on Tuesday, and Friday we do like the pre. Friday we jump in with the boys, and then we get the call-ins in for the second half of the show. So to like for, the pre-games. So
okay, I'll see if I'll try and jump onto the Friday one.
Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Big up yourself and love for jumping on, bro.
Yeah, speak to you later.
Big up, bro. Big up Prime in the house as well. Big up yourself, bro. Stephen Dragon, I was also saying as well that Gakpo.
Go on, mate.
My Gakpo is that I see a player in him, innit? There's a player
in Gakpo. 100.
Definitely a player there. And when you look at some of the stuff we done, Gakpo does certain things and I go, fuck me, this kid's good. Like, fucking hell. Like, you look at like,
Agreed. I agree with you, man.
That chip against De Gea was Coutinho-esque, bro. It was a Mazza. I'm not even
say that again. The chip when? Which one?
The chip against De Gea against Man United was crazy.
Yeah, man. The man's got mad skills. There's no doubt about the boy's got mad skills. There's no doubt about that.
It's just how often we see it. And that is my frustration is that...
Well, this season, we're not going to see much of it, are we, man?
Stephen Dragon, Gakpo will look like prime Firmino for 10 minutes, and then I won't see him for another 40 minutes.
Gakpo's a kid, though.
Exactly.
He's 23.
Yeah, you can't put it all down to use. I think there's loads of factors going into. There's loads of factors going into that kid.
How long has he?
He
been playing football for? First team.
I think with Gakpo, once if it can come in with Gakpo, I think how long have we signed it for? How long is it this season, isn't it?
Yeah, we signed
January signing, right? Yeah, he's just landed in the Prem, right? 4-1. Yeah. That's massive. That's massive. He's not English. He's got to come and live in this country, right? He's got to come and live in Liverpool or Cheshire or wherever he chooses to, up north there somewhere. He's got to find somewhere to live, settle in, get to know the boys, try and work out how we play football over here. And we're all asking him to be consistent after hitting the deck in January. Come on now. And you can see the glimpses we're getting from the boy. You can see the boy can fucking move. The boy can The boy can play football. We'll see going forward that boy. I mean, now is not a good time to actually look at Gakpo with the team he's got around him and those circumstances he's under right now. Okay, some people hit the ground running. He hasn't done that, has he?
I wouldn't say he's not hit the ground running, but I wouldn't say he's had a poor start to his Liverpool career.
No, I wouldn't say he's had a poor start either.
No,
I wouldn't say he's had a poor start.
I just think that for me, I'm seeing too many I don't like it when players coast through games. I prefer when the players are always there. So Nunes, everyone knows
he's Dutch, man. He's Dutch. What do you expect?
I'm not a massive fan of Nunes. Everyone knows my opinion on Nunes. But at least Donny always wants the ball. He's always there. You can't fault him there. He's always there.
Who are you talking about? Monster, you talking about?
Nunes.
Yeah.
It's sometimes just like I'm not even mad when I like
Nunes.
You're talking about Nunes' work rate.
I wonder who told you about Nunes.
Told me about Nunes. What do you mean?
Earlier in the season.
My opinion hasn't changed.
You don't rate him.
I give credit when due. My preference doesn't lie with Darwin Nunes. I think he's a decent player. I don't think for me at the moment he's got a long way to go. I think he's proved better than I thought he would be. But at the same time, I still think he needs to be a lot more cutting edge. He just needs to have more quality, in my opinion. There's still not enough quality.
Mons, can we put this thing to bed? Can we put this conversation to bed as regards this thing about people changing their minds on players? At the end of the day, as a fan, this is how I see it as a fan anyway. You judge your players match by match. That's all you've got to go on, right? That's all you've got to go on, right? You go from match to match to match. So people's opinion is allowed to change, right? And, people to get scolded because they said something about one player at some point in the season and they haven't stuck by it, or it'll be the misinterpretation. Do you see where I'm coming at with this one, Mons? The misinterpretation is on the internet, particularly, is mad. It's fucking mad, mate.
I was only bantering.
I wasn't particularly. I was just using that to highlight the subject, but I'm not particularly bothered. In fact, I'm not, brother. I'm not.
Do you
but it's
on Liverpool as like
go on, go on.
rival fan?
Of course.
Obviously, you're having a poor season, but I don't think things are necessarily as doom and gloom as maybe it's made out to be. I think certain things, like I've never rated Klopp as a tactician, but I think certain things can be fixed and improved on. I don't get the whole hype of Liverpool fans wanting Jude Bellingham. He doesn't improve you guys in any way. I don't think he's phenomenal.
Sorry, man. I can see where the hype comes from now. Go on.
I don't see where the hype comes from. He's not phenomenal really going forward. I don't think he's good enough to do what Jordan Henderson does. I think that's a big part of what you guys are missing. Trent, we all know, we've all always known Trent is phenomenal going forward. Defensively, he can be a liability. And part of why, when you guys were amazing, that Trent's defensiveness was not shown or exposed is because you had Henderson who would drift out there and protect him and do that defensive work. You need a player that can replicate that. That's why Trent looks so bad this season.
Before he jumped in, we will say,
we were.
Bellingham won't do that. Bellingham won't do that. He's not disciplined enough to do that.
No, we agreed that. Monts and I made that point prior to you coming on, and the fact that we actually went as far as to actually discuss who you could replace Henderson with, that's a tough one. It might, from where I'm sat anyway, as a Liverpool fan, and look, just as a football fan, actually looking around to replace him on this market without spending stupid money to get what we've got out of Henderson, or should I say, what Klopp's got out of Henderson. It's a big ask. It's a tricky buy, man.
Yeah, I think Liverpool.
It's a tricky buy anyway. It's a tricky buy.
Like, you've seen at times this season, like there's obviously still quality there. I think if you invest properly, don't waste big money on Bellingham. Like actually invest properly on rebuilding that midfield. I think you guys will be fine. I think you can still challenge. You can still challenge for the title next season if you.
Obviously, everyone starts on zero. But listen, we need more than just a midfield shake up, and it's all about whether our owners or whatever, whoever's pulling the purse strings in the summer spends big. And now, if you spend big and fix the midfield, and also the back needs dealing with. The front row's fine. There's a few issues there with the likes of Jota and that, from where I'm sat anyway.
I think the defense is a massive problem. I think why your defense looks like a massive problem is because your midfield is in tatters. Your midfield's all over the place. That's why your defense.
There's some issues with the back four, man. There's no doubt about it. We've got Asian players there, we've got injured players there, and we've got players that don't really want to play in that position as well. I've pretty much covered where I'm sat as regards our back four issues there. Do you agree with me, Monts, or am I wrong there?
Yeah, there's just the midfield is just a gaping hole. It's the red line. Just go on in, go on in.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Hence the long ball stuff. Go on.
Let me hit some of these comments before I'm going to go over to Albert as well, because I know Albert's been cooking. I know he's ready to.
Sorry.
In fact, he just seems fed up. Albert looks fed up, to be honest. It looks like he's fed up with everything. Albert, you're right though, bro. Welcome to the stream.
I'm good.
Let me hit some of these comments.
Hello, Albert.
Come over to you, man.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Big up. Also, Latimer, long time no see, bro. In terms of just coming away from things, it's good to see you. Good to hear.
Yeah, no, it's good to be back, guys. And guys,
hello, Latimer. Hello.
Get the likes up. Before I came on stream, I saw what the likes was at. Come on. This isn't the Big Six Bands I remember, guys. Let's get it on.
Yeah, 66 likes. We need about 44 more likes to get to 100 likes total for today, anyways. This is a shorter stream, so I've given the benefit of the doubt, and 100 likes is quite low. That's a low like count usually. That's a low one. Cool. It's a shorter stream today, so big up me. He says we shouldn't get Bellingham and aim. We shouldn't get Bellingham and aim for other midfielders. Months. If you know this ownership will get Bellingham and sign no one else. He is spitting. Real shit. We'll go into next season with the same squad if we get Bellingham. I hope. Listen, that's the thing. If we get Bellingham, we have to get other midfielders. But knowing Liverpool, it is very likely that we'll sign no one else if we go and spend up. If we spend the money. Big up Zavo Genius as well. He says big up Prime. Donut says Gakpo comes to collect the ball midfield, but we play long balls to Salah and Nunes. He can't get a sniff. Yeah, I understand that as well. Yasmin Akhtar says it's Klopp's fault. Most of it. The season needs to end quick time. Bree says, I don't think he's had the best season, but Rice will be available and could possibly play Henderson's role.
No,
I'm hearing it because Rice can do the pivot as well.
Yeah, go.
It's not the worst shout. I don't think it's a bad shout either. I think it's
agreed.
At least look into. I wouldn't rubbish that off. I wouldn't be like, no, of course not.
Bro,
Agreed,
for that
agreed.
money, I know you guys laughed at Nippon, and I don't think you guys should get Ward-Prowse considering, like, or maybe like
if it's like a 20 mil, like a nice cheap.
Yeah,
option.
that's what Ward-Prowse would cost, 25 mil.
Yeah, how old is Ward-Prowse though? I don't know.
28.
Boy, I mean, he is quite industrial, but I don't know. I'd have to think hard about that one. Big up Riz A says, big up Uncle Al. Is Klopp still having the power in buying players, or is he simply a puppet when it comes to signing new players? Boy, well, Klopp was given more power to buy players. He was. However, I do feel like this season it's down to Klopp to blame. Klopp is to blame this season, especially for the signings.
Klopp's always to blame, Mods. Klopp's always to blame. Let's have it right. He's a manager, mate.
Yeah, but I feel like
you know what I mean? So I've been very general there. I'm being very general. I'm venting off basically. Go on.
Yeah, bro. This is the space to vent off. If there's a space for the time to vent off, this is the space. I'll tell you like that. This is the time. Get it all off your chest, people. The safe space.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's for, isn't it, Mons? I'm sure that's what it's for.
What about Curtis Jones or who's that other guy? The Scottish?
Bashir is very good player. Very good young player.
Can he not play that Henderson role?
No. Bashir is more of a deep line midfielder. He's more of a deep line midfielder. Like that.
Yeah, he'd be wasted doing that, I think, as well. Go on.
And what about Jones?
What about him? What about Jones? Fucking hell, excuse me. What about him?
Yeah.
He's not. Klopp doesn't like him, does he? At the moment, he doesn't play him much anyway. He doesn't play him much, it seems to me.
I think it's time for Rice to step up and go to a bigger club. The only thing I do feel like Arsenal are going to look in for him.
He'll go to a London club. He'll go to my man below me, the Ladimus's club. If you ask me, I don't know. I'm not a football agent. But go on.
Ladimus, he might even go to Chelsea.
Yeah, that's where he'll land. You know,
he's going to Arsenal.
Oh, there you go, Arsenal.
Fair enough. I do rate Rice, but the money, 75, 80 mil, he's not worth that. There are better midfielders, whether right now or potential, that you can get for cheaper. He's not worth that.
No one's worth the market values these days. Go on, yeah, I'm with you then.
Batic says, Ram says Batic needs to go gym there. Big up Ram, and make sure you subscribe to the Ram stand as well. I agree. Our system needs to. That is a lot of people saying free at the back, man. Albert, we've obviously discussed a few things about the defense and the midfield. I found myself quite bored at times watching that, just being outclassed and us going long ball and hoping for the best.
You're being kind there. Sorry, Albert, go on.
Let me just ask a question. You guys may have talked about it, so pardon me if you have. Can anybody tell me why we're looking for 3 goals and our manager substitutes Darwin and brings in Elliott?
Oh, yeah, honestly. Yeah. You tell me.
I don't profess to know anything about football. I've only watched it for 47 years, but I'm trying to wonder. I'm also trying to ask myself why our coach was looking for goals and he brings in Elliott and keeps Carvalho on the bench and brings him with 30 seconds left in the match. But this is what it tells me. It tells me that our coach was simply looking not to be disgraced. Notice that as soon as Elliott came in, the match moved from the half of Real Madrid into our half because Núñez wasn't playing anymore. You see, I'm saying this, and Mont, you know my position on Klopp. Yeah. Klopp keeps getting away. When it's good, it's Klopp's genius. When it's bad, it's FSG and Pep Linders. So what is Klopp? Is he a bat? He's neither a bird or a mammal.
I was about to say good question then, but
because today's performance, I went into the match. I was easy. I was like, okay, let's get out there let's give a good account of ourselves. Let's not be messed up, okay? And at certain points of the match, I actually thought we could have gotten a goal. We could have won this match 1-0. Could have been 1-1. Would have declared victory and left Madrid, right? And come back and focus on getting top 4. But I'm asking a simple tactical question. That we have a manager who promised us that he was going to try to win the match, right? If there was 1% chance he was, then in the 56th minute, you substitute your most dangerous attacker, right? And you bring in Elliott, a midfielder, so-called midfielder, who simply turns around and passes the ball back, simply turns around and gives defenders hospital passes. I mean, what the fuck was that? Then let me come to our fullback problem. If we want to thrive in the EPL, we need to get a fullback. We can either move Trent up front into the midfield, or for all I care, let's replace Mo Salah with him. But as long as Trent is the last person to make a mistake, that leaves our goalkeeper fluffing around, we are always going to be used and abused by good wingers. I mean, today, Vinicius treated Trent like the Bunny Ranch, right, in Reno. Wide fucking open. Take your pick.
I spice Trent.
What isn't Klopp at the very least merciful enough to know that this is not good for the psyche of the boys? There was Mitoma, there's Vinicius over and over. Vinicius must be a Trent's favorite client, right? Every time he gets him, he fucks him multiple times, over and over and over and over and over again, right? He must be taking the blue pill before he meets Trent. What is that?
It's not good enough. That's what it is.
Look,
what it is. Not good
guys,
enough.
At this point, I am one of the people who feel that we shouldn't get Bellingham. You know why? Because we need midfielders of the caliber of the Quadiocones.
I'm still here, by the way. Carry on, man. I'm still here, by the way. Carry on.
Quadiocones, Kefren Turams, Ugates. We need about 3 of them. If we buy Bellingham for 120, 130, whatever, we'll get nobody else. There's a kid in Boca Juniors that we are being linked with. He's called Alan Varela. He is a fantastic footballer. But as usual with us, it's going to be linked in FC. We'll be linked with him. We'll faff around. Some Portuguese team will get him, either Sporting or Benfica. Within 3 months, he'll be £100 million footballer. Then he's out of our reach. Any of you guys have the time, just Google Alan Varela and watch him. I don't know what is going on with us. Another question I want to ask. Why are we still paying at Melo and Klopp refuses to use him? Why did he take him off the Champions League roster and kept Luis Diaz on the register, knowing very well that Luis Diaz was injured? See, I don't get our manager. I'm at a loss for how the guy thinks.
You can't always second guess a football manager from a fan's point of view, though, can you? You go insane. You just go insane doing that.
That's very true. But whatever it is, if he's on some cheap weed, I've got better weed in Ghana. He should come to Ghana. I'll give him better weed because I don't know what is going on.
So let me ask.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So let me ask. Because everything you're saying about Klopp is spot on. Are you? I'll ask both of you, and even Mons if he's still there. Are you guys Klopp in or Klopp out? Do you want him gone at the end of the season?
I want him gone. I've said so long ago. When I
I'll go after you.
I get in trouble for saying it. But the reason why I'm saying it has to do with his history of messing up teams after 7 years. But take that aside. Klopp wanted Tchouaméni.
Yep.
He didn't get Tchouaméni, so he stubbornly refused to get anybody else and claimed he didn't need a midfielder. That singular dereliction of duty is what has brought us to where we are now. That singular dereliction of duty, where there were several other midfielders he could have gotten, he didn't get any of them. And back in the day when we were kids, we used to call them halfbacks. That's the number 6. What Liverpool really need is a competent 6. You guys asked about Bacetic. Bacetic is injured. It's an adductor, stress response to his adductor. That means for an 18-year-old kid, he probably won't play again this season. So once again, we've done what we do best. We've hung the fortunes of our team on the shoulders of a little kid, and we've destroyed him. Bacetic is injured. That's why he didn't play today. But I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I'm at a loss. And like you said,
who do you want to replace him? What manager?
Sorry?
So you want Klopp out. What manager do you want to replace him?
If you're afraid of divorce, you will never get a good wife.
Can I come in?
Sorry?
What is that?
Can I try and answer the question? The question was,
you want my choice, let me just give you my choice real quick. It's Scaloni.
Go on.
Who's Scaloni?
Scaloni, the Argentinian coach.
Oh, him.
The Argentinian national team coach.
Sorry, guys. I'm back. Sorry.
Can I answer that question, Landis? So go on, Mark. You go first. Who are you going to answer if you want?
Yeah,
no, I heard Arthur Melo get mentioned, and it just gets my blood. It just boils my blood when I hear his name.
No, Mark, I was asking,
why did you pay him? Why do you pay his wages?
I was asking, are you guys
and Mons,
are you Klopp in or Klopp out?
Did you know that he's one of the highest earners in the team? Even though we're only paying half his wage, he's one of the highest earners in the team.
Wow, it's just a joke.
The Klopp in out to the Klopp out question. Trying to answer your question. I'll try and answer your question for you. Honestly, I'll try to be honest with you. What makes me laugh about that question, the way some people say, well, but if Klopp out, but who are we going to replace him with? Well, if you want Klopp out, right, if you really want Klopp out, I'm not talking about myself here. If you really want Klopp out, there's going to be many people to replace him. If you think he's shit and you want him gone, there's going to be lots of options for you. Isn't there? So this brigade that says, Klopp out. Oh, hold on. No, not Klopp out, actually, because who are you going to replace him with? Well, if you want Klopp out, there's going to be loads of fucking replacements, isn't there? So I'm with this one. I give Klopp, I look at it this way as a fan. I'll give Klopp, if the owners spend this summer and give him what he wants, money-wise, to replace the holes that we've all been talking about in the midfield and also the issues we've got around the back and whatever Klopp needs, I give him till Christmas to deal with it. And if he hasn't dealt with it by Christmas, the boy has got to fucking go. That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm set with it. He's already. Hold on a minute. He's already got his work cut out with him. He's already got his work cut out right now because there's all kinds of shit going down for him right now with Liverpool, isn't there? We can see that it's plain for anyone to see. Never mind Liverpool fans. Never mind anyone. Any footy fan, you can see the issues that Liverpool have got. Like now, if we give Klopp the money to fix those issues, i.e. the midfield and the backs, and if he wants to have a little tinker up front to fine tune that finally and get that running right. And he gets the money to do that. You know, I'd give him 6 months to get that right. And if the team doesn't start shaping up 6 months after that, if this is all, what's the word? Anyway, I give him till Christmas plus a bit, maybe. Well, you need to see signs of big improvements if the boy gets the money that he needs to actually start doing what he wants to do. Because we've not seen it before in the past. He went from his last job with his same issue looming over his head. He legged it and got a job here.
So who do you want to replace?
Who do I want to replace him? Ask me that question at Christmas. And let's right now, I don't know. I can't answer that right now because I want the man to get the money to rebuild the team in his fashion and his boys, whoever's helped, his coaching staff as well. I want him to have the money to try and get it right. Now, if he doesn't get it right, mate, he can fuck off. That's sensible. That's the right thing. From where I'm set, that seems right and fair.
I have a fear, right? And my fear is this. Let's play Football Manager and give Klopp his give Klopp. Let me be outlandish. Give him £300 million spend on players.
Yeah, go on.
Klopp will go and buy Mason Mount, turn Coop minus. That's what 120 odd gone, right? Then okay,
I don't agree with that, but go on.
You know, let me tell you what. Let me bet you, because Coop minus is a strong candidate to come to Liverpool because Pep Linders wants him. The last 3-4 signings we have made are all Pep Linders signings. Okay? So what I want
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Go on.
What I want us to make sure we do, because even though I want him gone, he's there. So you do with what you got. He's there. Okay. So if he goes to get Bellingham, and he does get Bellingham, he should get some good players that don't cost as much. I don't want Mason Mount because I simply don't want Henderson Mark II. Mason Mount is Henderson Mark II. He brings absolutely nothing to our team. And if Chelsea fans don't want Mason Mount, what the hell do we want Mason Mount for? What do we want Tom Coop minus for? Is Coop
What are you saying, brother? What are you saying, Mons, on that question? Did you? I can't remember. You answered it or not?
Sorry.
I'm talking to Mons. He's still there. The manager issue.
Sorry.
As in
I'm talking to Mons. Yeah. From Vladimir's question about managers in and out and that like.
I'm flopping, but do you know what it is? I no longer argue with flop out fans. There was a point a few months back where if you was Klopp out, I used to be like, how dare, like, you know, I'd go at you for like, how dare you, you know, even think or even mutter the words Klopp out. Now, at the point where it's like, some of y'all actually have a point. I can't, like, Klopp's giving me less and less ways to protect him.
Yeah, of course he has. I mean, where's he going to? I think if he, particularly, I think we were all agreed here, but certainly from what I can gather, us four, talk about us four, I haven't looked at the comments right now, but us four up top here, I reckon if he gets his dollar right, if he gets his dollar and he gets to spend it, and he fucks it up, he's going to have to walk, man. He's going to have to walk. He will have proven he can't rebuild the team.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness?
That's my opinion. I don't need health insurance, but thanks for asking.
Yeah, no,
I don't know where I heard that from. I'm joking. So I had something in the background.
There's a super chat here that says smash the like button, people. Make sure we're on 79 likes, people. So make sure we are 21 likes away from 100 likes.
That's on the low.
Some of you guys haven't liked the video. We're also 5 subscribers away from 3,600. So make sure, if you haven't subbed, there's still 173 people in the house. So make sure you please subscribe to the channel. 5 subscribers away. So you know what that means, people. Get on your burner, and make it 5,000. I keep saying 5,000. I wish we'll get to 5,000 soon. 3,600 subs. So we're 5 away, and make sure we are 21 likes away. So make sure you get those things done as soon as you
can. What's 21 likes and what, Mons? What are you looking for now, sub-wise?
3,600, and we're 5 away.
Yeah, man, you should be getting that all day long now. You should go on, yeah, man. Big up, man. Yeah.
Speaking of excellence, like Mason Mount, he is a Klopp profile midfielder, and I really do think he would suit you guys.
Big up F4 visuals in the house as well, by the way. What'd you say? I think we were saying we need to use him industrially. We were saying when we were talking about Mason Mount, if he was to come to Liverpool, I'd prefer to use him industrially rather than creatively, because I feel like creatively I will lose blood. I will pop veins. Like I will.
Agreed.
Mason Mount creatively will shorten my lifespan if we use him too high.
If he's used in that the way Gini Wijnaldum was used, if he's using that sort of mold where he can run around, energy, be busy, he'll pop up with goals in big games. Like that will get the best out of Mason Mount.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, Mons. I think you hit the nail on the head with Mason Mount and the player profile he is, and also the role that you're earmarking him for there. I think if that's the case, and like Vladimir said, perhaps I don't know about that, but perhaps a Klopp player. I don't know what a Klopp player is really, but still. I think if you're looking to use him like the way you're suggesting to use him, Mons, I think that's I think that could work certainly. But it wouldn't be a choice. I wouldn't be rushing to get the checkbook out to do that shit though.
No. That's the thing. I'm not looking to pay Mason Mount no 300,000.
Fuck that.
No, he won't get that. He can't
even get that where he can.
He can demand that at Chelsea because of what he's done in the past, but he won't
but
demand
it's
that.
Not, you boys aren't going to pay him that where he's sat right now, are you?
Exactly. We're not giving it to him because of the new regime, but if we still had Roman and the old board, because of what he did under them, he probably would have gotten it by now. But
then he'd be overpaid and overrated, 100%. Yeah.
But going to Liverpool or going to any other like top 6 or whatever club, he's not gonna be able to demand that. He'll get like I don't know what he's on now, but he'll probably get maybe
He's rejected
20, 30 more.
What? He's rejected 200K at Chelsea.
But like I know he rejected that at Chelsea, but at Liverpool he'll get maybe 150, 160, something like that.
Why would we pay 60 million pounds for him and then give him 150K when he's rejected?
I think we've talked about Mason Mount too much.
Because he can't demand 200. He can't demand 200K anywhere else. He knows that.
No, of course.
I don't even think he's worth this amount of airtime, to be honest with you, because it's the time of the night is and how much time we've all got to talk about Liverpool. Just to make it about Mason Mount, it's just fuck him off, man. That's my opinion. Sorry to try and steer it, but Mason Mount ain't worth the airtime, boys.
I don't think he's a Liverpool player. If
he
Chelsea
is.
Don't
he
want
honestly
him,
is. He's a
Chelsea
Klopp
don't want
type
him, we don't
of player.
want him either.
He's a Klopp type of player. He is. Trust me.
Where is he going to play?
He'll play in midfield.
Let's ask a tougher question. Who's going to replace Mo Salah?
I'm not trying to sell him. That's not.
No, we're not selling him.
Neither am I. But you've got to beg the question, Mons. You've got to beg the question, mate, because it's not going to be long now. We're going to need to get rid of that boy, or he's going to walk. I'm not saying we're good.
Your Mo Salah replacement is already at the club.
I'm just talking basically for age. Maybe in premature here, but the boy may want to walk soon.
Your Mo Salah replacement is already at the club.
Go on, who's that then?
Luis Diaz on the right-hand side.
You're gonna put him over there now, are you?
No. Listen, no, hold on. Not in terms of the goals. No, but I do believe your future front three will be Diaz, Gakpo, and Nunes.
But bro, you get rid of Salah, think of what you're losing. You're losing 30 GA in all competitions.
Massive. You're losing world-class stats, man.
Who makes up those numbers? Because our
midfield, that's the problem. I don't want to think about right
now. We don't get goals. Guys, hold on for a second. When the midfield, when our attackers don't pop off, we don't get our midfielders don't chip in for shit. Them man ain't chipping in.
But Mons, right now you're on a bit of a rebuild. So those 30 goals from Salah, as amazing as it is, it's not getting you to a league title right now.
Well, there's many reasons to that.
No, do you know what? The issues is? Remember, we've had players that gave us that, and we sold them and got rid of them, and then we got other players that could offer us that as well. So if he goes, bro. Someone else will come in and then give us those 30 goals a season as well. We just can't keep. We're doing the sentimental thing, bro.
I'm sorry, we are never. I'm pretty sure
we will never
see a player in our lifetime that is going to do what Mo Salah has done.
You can't say that. You can't say that, Mons. You cannot say that, mate. I've watched football for longer than you. I know where you're going with that, but I disagree. You can say all you want, but you never know. You never know, mate.
Why does it have to be one player? Why does it have to be one player?
Factually, I can't say it factually because I'm not on Oracle, but I generally don't believe Liverpool will sign a player who is going to score 20 plus goals in the Premier League for 6 seasons in a row. We could bring in a guy that's probably going to do it.
The odds are, if it was a betting man, I agree with you. Go.
He'll probably get bought. Like, if we probably will bring in a guy maybe in 10 years' time, and he'll score 20 goals, then 30 goals.
What makes you? But Mons, Nunes and Gakpo can do that. Not next season, but give it 2 seasons time. They can do that.
No,
If Nunes and Gakpo, go on.
No player has done what Salah's done for 6 straight seasons. 6 straight seasons. It's ridiculous.
Okay, maybe not. What is the number? Is it 25? You said.
Wait, I'm not even talking. I'm talking about goals in the Prem.
No. I know goals. How many goals did you say it was? 25.
I said 20 in the Prem, but if we're talking in all comps, 30.
Okay, cool. Maybe they won't get you 30, but Gakpo and Nunes, they could each get you around 20 to 25 goals in all comps. At least.
It depends if Gakpo wants to shout for more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes in a
game.
But
he will. Gakpo's again.
He'll improve, innit? That is me being really. Do you know what I mean? That's me being.
I think you guys are being too harsh on Gakpo.
No. You know what it is though? At the same time, we're playing the guy out of position as well, bro. Trying to reconform this guy's playing style and where he should be playing in the team. We gotta give him some slack. Play him in his natural position and then judge him.
He is being played in his natural position.
He doesn't know he's not, man.
He is a false
nine. He's not, bro. Come on, bro. You're telling me 3 games in a World Cup you're gonna tell me now is a false 9?
No, ends, man. I'll be real though. As a left winger, he's a little bit fragile and doesn't really want to get himself dirty as a left winger. I think he needs to be in the middle to kind of get in that nitty gritty of the Premier League. When he's very ineffective in the way he plays, I think he still plays like he's playing for PSV when he plays out on the left.
All right, cool. But when he played at PSV, how many he got goals and he got assists, and he was doing brilliant there in terms of that position. He's now moved to the Premier League based off of what Klopp seen in him off the World Cup. Seen him playing 3 games, he scored 3 goals, and then now all of a sudden he's a false 9. That doesn't make sense to me.
He's not. I wouldn't say he's a false 9. I think he's a winger playing as a false 9, trying to adapt. You know, he's trying to adopt that role, kind of thing.
What it looks like to me, it's a front 3 that moves and interchanges. No,
bro, this is madness. So is Nunes a left winger then?
I mean, I think Nunes is better off the left and coming in, and he is up top.
Right.
But from what I've seen from Liverpool, and I didn't watch your game against Real tonight, but what I'm seeing from Liverpool, Gakpo and Nunes are interchanging, right? Salah's interchanging. So it's more fluid.
Nunes is looking like a left-sided forward / left winger, signed as a striker. Gakpo was signed as a left winger, now playing false 9, where Nunes should be. It's this manager, this Norbert guy is killing me. He is killing me. And then you take Nunes for Harvey Elliott. Let me know, man. Like, he's actually making me lose blood cells.
Do you know how crazy it is? Nah, do you know how crazy it is here that I'm like too much of like fans are watching and listening to too much people talk nonsense. We as a fans of football saw a guy play majority of his game as a player, as a striker, and now we're saying he's a left winger. We watch a guy play majority of his game as a left winger, now telling me he's a striker, bro.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like, listen to what we're saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, bro.
You're talking about playing. You're talking about players being asked to play out of position now. Is that the point you're making?
Yeah. Look, I don't listen.
What's the point you're making? Sorry, I wasn't quite with it there.
No, I'm just saying, based on what I'm seeing from my football team, is that we're trying to create more problems for ourselves than we need to. We've got to strike.
In what way?
Because we're playing players out in their wrongful positions, bro.
Yeah. That's there's a lot of that. Certainly. You're talking about the front line now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you. And if you're asking this multi-role thing where you're asking players to do all kinds of things above and beyond what they're familiar with and what they've been playing, a lot of them all of their lives prior to coming to Liverpool, including all of them, in fact, in that front row. If you start whipping them around from one side of the field to the other and leave them isolated or what, it's not going to work. And particularly getting 4 men doing that, you're putting 3 and 4 men in positions that they don't want to be in, regardless. I mean, how's that going to work long term? I agree with you, man. I agree with you. It's a head scratcher.
Do you feel that these players are going to start losing their identity now because they don't know?
There's a possibility. But certainly. So I don't know about identity. That's a big one. That is, but certainly motivation.
You know something?
Albert, I wanted to come to you, Albert, by the way. Rods, big up yourself and welcome to the stream. Obviously, Enzman didn't give you an introduction. Welcome to the stream.
That's all right, bro. It's all good.
I know. That's why Enzman stayed, man, hanging me like a pagan these days, blood. What are you going on with?
Listen, guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Anfield Rods. Make sure you guys subscribe to Enzman TV as well. Make sure you go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, where this will be redirected, obviously, as well. Uncle Albert.
Yeah, man.
Are you kind of in that sort of just bin the season off now? Just dead the season? Do you even want top four? Do you care about top four?
So here's where I am. I want to get top four. We have 13 games, I think, to get top four. I think we have Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal, right? Given what we've been doing this season, I'm not going to be surprised that we get 7 points out of that, and then we proceed to go and lose to Leeds and Nottingham Forest and that. The reason why the top four is important is imperative.
Someone say not Forest. What the fuck? Go on, brother. Go on, brother.
We need the money. Okay, we absolutely need the money, so we have to qualify. But given the way we're playing, I mean, we had an opportunity to be right up Spurs' ass, and we fluffed it. So it's kind of difficult for me to even figure out where we are going. And like I have said, as long as our fullback is always the last person to expose our goalkeeper, managers have caught on to it, and we're going to have problems. It needs to change. As long as our manager makes the kind of substitutions he makes, you're looking for goals, you take off the biggest threat that you have on the field, and you bring in Harvey Elliott. You wait for 30 seconds to the end of the game before you bring in Carvalho. You spend 15 seconds with your hand around his neck, and so he ends up playing 15 seconds next. That's the problem. That's the problem.
As you do.
If we want to qualify for top four, which is the only thing we have left, something needs to change. And frankly, if you ask me right now, I can list a plethora of stuff. Some of it may be disagreeable, but something fundamental needs to change to get us over the line. That's it.
100%. I think right now it's difficult to look at the team play the way they play, and I think it's not even like this is a slow decline where we've seen our team go from the top, and year by year we've just slowly fallen down the pecking order, and we're kind of just ready to reset now. Watch our up shine for a couple years until we get ourselves. And
the thing, the thing is that if that reset. Will that reset happen? And if it does, will it be successful? And how long will it take, man? Now they're big questions, man. And who's going to do the reset? Go on, Munch.
Then there wasn't a gap. Like this time last year, I was screaming Jurgen Quad. Latimus will tell you all about it. He'll tell you all about it.
You were screaming for the quad, saying he's amazing. He's going to get a quad. Is that what you mean?
That's why I say, like this. I know it looks bad, but it can't be as bad as what you guys are kind of making it out to be. You can't go from winning a quad or potentially winning a quad to all of a sudden.
Well, it is, Latimus, it is. It is because it's results. Just look at the results, mate.
No. I know. Again, no. Like I know that. I'm not oblivious to what's going on. My point being, like, if you fix your midfield, I think you're back again.
I don't know. A lot of your problems, big man. Make us say something. I think
a lot of your problems just stems from your midfield.
Big man. Make us say something.
Bad because of your midfield.
No, big man. I don't think it's just down to the midfield, and there's a catalogue of problems in that team, and they need fixing. There's a catalogue of problems, and it's been and Baited and Day, right? It's been ignored for 2 or 3 seasons now. It's just been ignored and everything that, and it's all coming.
I don't know about ignored. I think it hasn't been addressed properly.
Yeah,
there's a difference. There is a big difference.
It's coming to a head now. It's coming to a head. We're starting to see it in Day. So like, what's been ignored? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Last season that Day, we had a really good season and everything that, and I won't take that away from anybody. You know what I mean? But like this season and day, you're seeing it and day what we should have done about 2 or 3 seasons ago. Do you understand what I'm saying? And day, square pegs in round holes. I always say this: square pegs in round holes. It does not freaking work. It doesn't work. Now, if Klopp and Day is an elite manager, if he's an elite manager, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that if Klopp is an elite manager, he should be seeing these things, and he should be sorting out these things. But he's not. Tonight at the day, right, was an abysmal performance at the day of him being a manager. I'm telling you, it was abysmal. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got noticed in there when he took off Darwin Núñez, that's when our problem started. That's when our problem started. When he took off Darwin Núñez. Why in God's name would you do that?
Can I just come in quickly? I'm not going to answer that particular issue you just mentioned, but I just want to come in on the Klopp thing on it as regards Klopp. Now, Klopp is what it says on the tin. He's nothing more, nothing less. This is from my opinion, anyway. Just as a fan, like he came in as a rocket. He came in. His reputation when he came in to us from the German league was rock and roll football, heavy metal football. He'll come in, he'll build a team, they'll smash everything, and that's what you're going to get. And that's what we got. Now, as regards him going any further than that, there's a massive question mark there. There's a massive question mark there whether he gets funds or not. And that's what Klopp is. We know what he is. He's no genius tactically. I don't think so anyway. He may be a bit one-dimensional in my eyes. It can be a bit one-dimensional tactically. I don't know. I'm not a football manager, not a football analysis. I'm just a fan. But I don't think he's got much legs at this football club if he doesn't get this rebuild done quickly. That's my opinion on Klopp. I don't think he's no genius. I don't think he's going to set the world alight anywhere else. But, prove me wrong, Jurgen. Come on, that's what we want.
No, you're right. And in terms of Rod's point as well, Rod, you're right. But I actually think it started before that, before Núñez came off. I think the way we set up for the game, we set up in a 4-2-4, and the players had no idea where they needed to be on the pitch. So everyone kind of congested each other instead of actually creating space to work in.
I generally think Jota did not know where he was playing for majority of that game. Like there were times where it looked like we went back to a false 9, where Jota was playing on a false 9. But then it looked like sometimes Jota was playing left centre mid with Milner and Fabinho. But then it looked like Jota was playing in the 10. Like for me,
chaos.
Why would you play Jota in the 10 when you have Firmino or you have Cavani? These are the Jota clearly isn't in the frame of mind to be playing at the Bernabeu. He's not got back to that Jota that we know. So why are you playing him at the Bernabeu? He couldn't even hack it at Newcastle when he came back. Why are you forcing that? Play Jota in the Premier League to get his form back. You don't play him against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. He was horrible when he came on at Anfield against Real Madrid. He was horrible then.
Facts.
The guy's played barely any football this season. Get him back properly. Is this what we're going to do with Diaz?
Yeah, nah.
What we're going to do?
And you are the one with the coaching credentials. So riddle me how you are looking for goals and you take off Darwin and you bring in Elliott. I just want that answer.
No. So the first one, obviously, I see Ram's question said, no, we weren't playing a 4-2-4. No, we played a 4-2-4.
So
even a
just
blind man
riddle
could
me
see
who does that?
A blind man,
because I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep properly if I don't get an explanation.
Albert, remember what I said to you? Short-term success is we play Núñez out there because we had obviously the wingers injured. He's got speed, so we just threw him out there and say, go on, do what you need to do. Long-term success, the guy's a striker, and we decided to just keep him in that position. You're right. Why did we take him off? The reason why we took him off is because he wasn't doing anything. And it wasn't his fault. It was just the position that we was playing him in. He's now going to lose his identity. And this is what I'm saying. It's a big thing. Because now he's going to be like, oh, am I a winger? Am I a striker? So when he goes back up front, if he goes back up there, we ain't going to get nothing out of him eventually.
But isn't he the same person who tested Courtois twice? I mean, Courtois is a brilliant goalkeeper. Most other goalkeepers concede goals.
Would you class that tested? That's just a normal save for Courtois. What, cutting in and he's shooting to the angle that you know he's going to shoot in?
So I'm saying that I'm
Yeah, but he's
saying
done
that
more than what anybody else done in that. He's
could put
done
the
more than
ball in
everybody
the net,
else.
if
I was,
anybody could put the ball in the net, given the kind of manpower we took there, it was
listen,
Darwin.
I'm not going to rate a guy having a deadwood shot or a shot
Deadwood,
out of 56 minutes in a game and then say I
well,
didn't
then
do
you know
anything
what
else.
isn't there? It's like, do you think at the end of the day, right, that Klopp's the problem then?
Tactically, yeah, bro.
But
Do you know what I mean? So
Ends,
really and truly, and they it don't. So it can't cost you, Albert. Really and
Ends,
truly, this is where I stay. This is how I stay, and everything that right. It might be an unpopular opinion, yeah. I don't think it matters at the end of the day how much money you're going to give Klopp. I seriously don't think he's the right man for the job anymore. I seriously don't think he's the right man. I seriously don't think he's the right man for the job. I think at the end of the day, in the ideal world, if they can, they go out and get another manager next season. And everything that. I don't think he's the right man for the job anymore. He's proved it time and time again and everything that. What we're supposed to do in effect, going to next season with a manager that we don't really trust. We can't go into season with a manager like that. I'm sorry. Because we're not going to get anywhere. It don't matter the amount of money that you give him at the end of the day, right? You cannot trust him at the end of the day to make the right decisions and play the right tactics and everything like that. Because as you said, as been said and everything like that, right? Jota was all over the place. He didn't know where he was playing. Yeah. Nunes was the same as well. Do you know what I mean? Then he's bringing on Harvey Elliott and everything that didn't know where he was playing. Do you know what I mean? So what I think, and I said this on my show earlier on, I don't think Klopp is the right man for the job anymore. I think he's done all what he can do. I love him for what he has done with the club. I do love him for that, yeah. But at the end of the day, right, going forward and think that, right, we get another manager. That's my opinion. We get another manager.
Just quickly, Monk's going to come in.
Uncle, one second. Uncle, one second. Months, I gotta go. Thanks for letting me come on your show. You know what I mean? Blessed love. Keep up the good work, man. You're doing bits, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks for letting me come on the show, but I've got a dash now because
to be fair, I'm gonna sorry, Rod,
I've got to bounce, brother. I've got to bounce too. I just want to thank you, man. I'll thank you.
Brilliant, guys. I'm gonna end it there, anyways. I think this is a good therapy session. I think we all needed it. I did think we all needed it, guys. Everyone in the chat, big up yourselves. Obviously, big up Ladimus, big up Albert, big up Endsman TV. Make sure you go subscribe to Endsman TV. Make sure you go subscribe to Uncle Uncle Rods, Anfield Rods. And you'll find this stuff there. These guys are doing brilliant work for the Liverpool community. They're doing brilliant work and providing you guys of entertainment. So make sure you do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for those guys as well. Make sure you big up Coppish as well. I'm just going to big up the members as I do at the end of every stream as well. So big up UK Beats, big up Daniel, big up Solo, always doing great mod work as well. Big up Snake Eyes, we'll see them join the chat later on as well. Big up Honestly and D1, always showing love. Big up Ed and Jamie Phillips doing their thing as well, especially Jamie with his stuff. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie as well. Great guy. Big up Roms, that's family. ND, JT obviously jumped in the chat. I haven't seen her for a while, so big up yourself. Big up T Baby as well. Big up Chelsea OG, John Badonka, Aiden Andrews, and that fucker Kaz, that prick. So yeah, big up him as well. He'll understand, innit? Just to hit a few more of the comments. Sorry guys, should have been a bit more up to date with the comments. They need a refresh. Any team in the Premier League is hocus pocus. Basic knowledge and you'll have the least of experience. Why the same team for 2-3 years when the quality dropped like a stone of water? So sad. Big up Mickey M. Imran says, can someone explain why Salah was groupied by 4 Madrid players most of the game and no one was helping him? The football IQ in our team is very low. Yasmin Akhtar said, smash the likes. Come on, guys. What we doing here. Monts and us fans are hurting right now, especially this season. Yeah, we are hurting as well. We won't get Rice. Love to have him though. And she also says that Jones is pants. So big up Yasmin. Big up Riz London says, I'll give Klopp till December. Mickey M says, great stream months. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Big up Jar as well. Appreciate you. Summer, we do need signings though, Riz, man. We do need signings for real. I 100% agree with that. Aaron says when front three gets pocketed, the mids are supposed to step up. Keita, Thiago, even Fab last season was scoring goals. You weren't just a set piece team. But our midfield has never really got goals. It's been quite I think last season when Fab got like 6 goals from January onwards, I think that was like that was like an anomaly in it. Like the way Fabinho was just chipping in with goals, it was a bit weird. But yeah, one of the best streams. Come on, people, smash the likes. But guys, we are going to end it there. Make sure you head over to Sarcasm City TV. Have we hit 3,000?
Thanks, man.
We are
Thank
one
you.
subscriber away, guys. There's 150 people. We are one subscriber away from 3,600 subscribers. I don't know who's going to be the 3,601. We are one subscriber away. So one of you lot looking at me right now. Look, yo, hold on. Yo, look. Hello. Hello. I'm in the morning and it's 1:42, and we've just lost to Real Madrid 6-2 on aggregate, and y'all telling me y'all can't subscribe? Come on.
Don't worry, man. I hit that on my other channel still, so you should have it now. Just double check.
Okay.
Double check.
Oh, yeah, 3,601. We hit 3,600 subscribers, people. So big up everyone. We appreciate that. I'm saying big up F4 Visuals. You know what I'm saying? One of the best in the business. And listen, people, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Hopefully, I'll see you guys on Friday for obviously the Prem preview. Oh my God, it's Premier League done. Is it international?
Yeah,
break?
Premier League done till April, unless you're doing.
Yeah, it's done till April. Well,
only got games this weekend.
No, some teams do, but we don't.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't.
Fulham are playing the Jerkoffs. So
wait,
in the FA Cup.
Guys. Liverpool aren't playing, so they can't ruin our week.
No, they go, mate.
Listen, think about it. Listen, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Enjoy your week, people. We will see you soon. You see?